gentlemen, welcome and welcome back. Thank you for tuning into my channel. I'm the Broke Gamer, and today we have some major news to get into regarding Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. We have the first official major update coming actually today. The day that I will be dropping this video, this update should be out and ready to go. So without further ado, man, let's just get straight into it. Let's just read the patch notes straight from the source. So the main things, I guess, just to know that you should expect with this update is, don't expect it to be, it is a really big update, but don't expect it to be like an entirely new game or something like that. So if you know, I personally like Sparking Zero, but if you may not be your cup of tea, like a lot of people maybe prefer Raging Blast, some people even prefer, you know, Fighters, Kakarot, and other Dragon Ball Z games entirely compared to this game. So if you're expecting this to be like some type of like major complete overhaul of the game, that's not the case. It's really just a bunch of, I guess you could say, mini tweaks, a large series, a very large series of mini tweaks to the gameplay, which makes this big update. And they're also doing a bit of cosmetic things as well. So that's the biggest thing that you can expect from this update. There definitely will be more updates. This is just the first of many, so don't expect this to be the last, but this is the first, of course. All right, for any of you who want to just read it for yourself, what you're going to want to do is go obviously to the link right here. You can pause the video to get it or whatever. But what you want to do, for those of you who may not know, because I did see some people saying, how can we read it? Because initially when you go to the website, it is in Japanese. You just have to translate it right over here from Japanese to English. But without further ado, man, let's get into the patch notes. This will be for the PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, or just Xbox Series, as well as for PC players. So for one, as you guys can see right here, all of the maps or stages can now be played or selected in 1 versus 2 player mode. I think it was, again, a lot of these I don't even know because I never even like played co-op or anything. I haven't even played online, but evidently you were confined to only being able to play co-op on the Hyperbolic Time Chamber stage or map, if I'm not correct. So that issue has been fixed. There'll be an adjustment to the smash fighting. The opponent will no longer flinch when hit by a rush energy blast while changing a smash melee attack. When charging a smash melee attack during a rush melee attack, the amount that the charge time is reduced based on the number of hits has been increased. Yeah, this is kind of like boring for me just to read every single thing, especially the way it's presented. But this, for those of you who want to read through the patch notes, they are live now. These are taken just straight from the patch notes that I guys showed you, just put into a little bit, I guess, a better form for us to read. Dragon Ball Sparking Zero focuses on adjusting attacks both overall and specifically to fighters like Android 19 and the controversially difficult Grade 8 Vegeta. New features include changing your display name, alphabetical text, and offline player 1 versus player 2 stages being put into the title. One of the biggest new additions is the high speed Dragon Dash, which will help you close the distance between your opponent and you quickly. Game mode adjustment battles, as we just said, the player 1 versus player 2, all the other stages will be unlocked aside from the Hyperbolic Time Chamber. Battle setup, functionality adjustments. Ranked player / player match, you can now skip the intro battle animations. Requires both players to input the skip command. Player match, you can now set your team to hidden or revealed to your opponent when editing your team. Custom battle mode, text can now be sorted alphabetically. We got smash attack, you will no longer be stunned when being hit by a rush key blast when charging smash attack. When charging a smash attack during a rush attack, charge time reduction based on hit count has been increased. Rush key blast, the time between being able to fire the next rush key blast after firing the maximum consecutive amount at once, different for each character, has been increased. Rush key blast deflection, you can now move while deflecting a rush key blast, and just a lot more things. Again, you guys can read the full list either from the patch notes, or you can come to this website right here, which I think there's a little bit clearer job of just breaking it down, making it easier to read. Comicbook.com. Reading off here just some of the major other things that are mentioned in the patch notes here. The Z counter, the input reception time has been shortened. When the Z counter is is continuous, it has been changed to a specification that gradually increases the input difficulty. They have increased the energy consumption when the Z counter is successful. The amount of skill stock increase when the Z counter is successful has been reduced. For Revenge counter, the consumption of skill stock using the Revenge counter has been reduced from 2 to 1. For Rush Fight during the parking, the correction, which gradually reduces damage during continuous hits, has been adjusted to reduce significantly. So again, in a nutshell, just to kind of concise all the major things you guys need to know for the update. Obviously, if you want to read every single detail, feel free to go to the patch notes and read them all here for yourself. But in general, it's going to be a lot of changes specifically made to the actual gameplay. Specifically, they're going to be, I guess you could say, nerfing some things or adjusting some things. They're also going to be making some other things more effective for you guys. And one of the, I guess, biggest things, which I'm really surprised that it wasn't fixed like within the first 2 weeks, but they're finally going to be fixing the way the character selection menu looks. So that's really a really great update. They're also rumored that they're going to be like not necessarily nerfing some characters. There's rumors that maybe one of Broly's attacks or something like that is going to be pretty much just going to kind of balance the playing field. At the very least, this is going to make a lot of people come back to the game just to see if the things that were bugging them in particular were fixed. If it's just a generally a better experience. And even for those people who maybe heard certain things about the game early on that kind of scared them from initially buying it until there was at least one of these major updates, I think this will bring this will only help the game in that department as far as it goes, with increasing the player base. And hopefully this update will at least be good enough to maintain a higher quota of players than we currently have, and most importantly, make the players happy in conjunction with that. And lastly, I guess before we end the video here, we just read some of the comments just to see what, get different people's takes. Someone's saying, laughing my ass off, Android 19 and Jero now cost key to ascend/decent. Good job, Shiru and Healy. That's definitely referring to that tournament that I'm not even gonna get into that, but that whole I'm not gonna call it a controversy, but just that whole kerfuffle that happened at the tournament in regards to somebody using Android 19, and yeah, we're not gonna get into that. Some people saying game is dead, bro. Definitely gonna disagree with that. Did they finally fix the bug that prevents you from swapping characters online? My friend refuses to play with me because he can't switch. I didn't even know that was a thing. Someone else said, okay, man. Okay, they just shadow buff so many things. They have no idea. I'm having the time of my life. Yeah, it looks like there's a lot of improvements rather than anything. Again, most of the updates they did to the gameplay, as far as like the stuff from the patch notes, is only to, like you said, improve, not diminish, not take away. It's only to increase damage, make things better in a nutshell. That's all I got for you guys regarding this video. Again, I definitely don't want to bore you guys with just reading every little thing essentially verbatim, line by line from the patch notes. I'll leave that up to you guys if you want to just read every single thing again from the patch notes just to see it for yourself. But I thank you guys for watching. Hope that you all have an absolute fantastic one, and as always, I appreciate you taking the time out of your day to drop by and watch the video. And until next time, peace. I'll catch you. Have a great one.